All right, what is up?
What's going on?
Are here today at Southern Hills at the 2025 Tulsa Trends Conference.
Yes, we are, and we've got an awesome guest, Vicky Patterson, fresh off the stage.
Yeah, no pressure because you're the retail expert and we're in retail. Everyone else is, we have no idea if they're lying or not.
Yeah.
Tell us all about retail.
Anyway, Vicky, can't even say your name. Welcome to the show. We're happy to have you. We have a little bit of time here and we wanted to get into some questions that we kind of went over today in the panel. Obviously, everything is kind of starting to seem to pick back up again. I think a lot of the panelists have really positive news. So, Brian, I think you got the first couple of questions, my man.
Yeah, so you spoke about a focus on Broken Arrow and Bixby, and I'm wondering why Broken Arrow and Bixby. Are they really exploding? Is that why? And the population is exploding, or what's the focus there?
Yeah, so they've got a really strong demand on their demographics right now. You've got retailers that are looking at areas where there's strong residential growth, their incomes are increasing, they're investing a lot in their schools and of course in the retail market. So that's kind of driving the retail demand in those two markets. And it's kind of bringing in more young professionals. And so they're looking at these areas where traffic counts are growing and there's just an area for the retail growth.
Yeah, it seems like at least Bixby. I'm not as familiar with Broken Arrow, but I've seen a lot of young families moving in there, young professionals, like you say. Downtown there seems to be really exploding.
Yeah, and especially out south. They're Aspen Creek on north of the Creek Turnpike, and now they're going to get Hackberry Market, which is going to have Home Depot and Hobby Lobby and some of the big box retailers. So there's just a lot of growth in that area. But with the housing starts down there, I mean, it's going to be supported.
Yeah. So that's one area that I was going to ask you. What are some notable areas? But that's one right there by the theater and the turnpike there. What are there a couple other like explosive growth areas for retail?
For Broken Arrow, absolutely right there on the south, but also on the north by the Broken Arrow Expressway. You've got Adams Town Center, 22-acre development.
Yep.
About 185,000 square feet of new retail, and like 169 is already pre-leased, which is just so impressive. Yeah. So it's interesting that both the north and the south side of Broken Arrow are just exploding with new construction.
So with new construction, what do you think can you kind of give us an idea of the rates, per square foot rates?
Yeah.
Yeah, hit us.
So they're in the high 30s, low 40s, plus 550 triple net.
Yeah.
And it is pre-leased. I mean, so it'll be real interesting in the long term. Cost and stuff are rising, but how sustainable are those rates really for some of these tenants? So
yeah, you always worry about when those initial leases run out. What do you fall back to?
Yeah.
Okay, hit us with a couple of, if you have some in mind, notable retail sales in the area that maybe people might be interested in hearing about.
Yeah,
yeah, hit us.
So they're in the high 30s, low 40s, plus 550 triple net.
Yeah.
And it is pre-leased. I mean, so it'll be real interesting in the long term. Cost and stuff are rising, but how sustainable are those rates really for some of these tenants? So
yeah, you always worry about when those initial leases run out. What do you fall back to?
Yeah.
Okay, hit us with a couple of, if you have some in mind, notable retail sales in the area that maybe people might be interested in hearing about.
Portfolio is massive. So they closed on a little over 50 of those properties in March, and it included the South Roads Village, which was the Research anchored portion of that, sold at about $19 million. It included the Planet Fitness building, it included Chick-fil-A, the AMC Theater, Schlotsky's, and Chick-fil-A. I mean, I think that whole total was about $40 million.
On the other side of the road, you've got the foreclosed Promenade.
Yeah,
right.
What do we do with it?
Somebody needs to buy that.
So that is a really interesting sale. It was about an 8.4% cap, and by the time they're all done, it's about a $1.8 billion investment. So that's pretty impressive.
One of the other questions I had is just kind of looking at leasing and absorption rates. Where do you see those trending? Are we still going to be underbuilt for the next 5 years, or are we overbuilding?
I don't think we're overbuilding if our population growth and job growth continues on the trend that it is. We're at a 3% vacancy rate right now, which is pretty low. And people continue to want the fitness, and the medical retail is strong, and the entertainment and the service industry. So those things aren't going away.
In our new Iconic building, we're 100% vacant, so
Yeah, and
we're slightly off trend.
I'm talking on that today, by the way. So it's you're going to get highlighted.
You only have 97% to go.
Yeah, we are negotiating a couple potential tenants, but the construction took forever, and people had a hard time visualizing it. And of course, across the street is still kind of a construction area. They haven't started the hotel, so I think once the PAC everything gets going, it'll be fine. We're just going to wait for it.
Sure, and and it's my understanding that the city of Bixby's got some incentives and sign grants, and so they're really doing what they can do to kind of drive some retailers to that.
Yeah, all help is welcome.
So yeah.
Braden, do you have anything?
No, it kind of makes sense. Seeing all the retail activity going in the outskirts of town. Tulsa proper is so built up, it's hard to deliver new anything, housing, retail, multifamily. So it makes sense that you're seeing a lot in Bixby, southern Tulsa. You're seeing Broken Arrow, you're seeing Jinx, Owasso. Not as much as Bixby and Broken Arrow, but still.
And there's so many multi-units coming on at the same time, which is only going to drive that retail demand.
Right.
So it's great.
Well, 5 years ago, everyone thought retail was dead and nobody was ever going to make any more money in retail. And here we are, pretty much have a thriving sector of the economy. And I feel like the returns in retail have outperformed because people thought it was going in the other direction. So super interesting, Vicki. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, good luck when you get up there and talk
Thank you.
again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
Bye.